As you can see, I am in a construction zone. The electricians have been here today and they've started cutting out the holes in the ceiling where the new lights are going to go. And so all over there's little splashes of drywall and insulation where they cut their holes out. But you know, this is what has to be done, right? We've got pieces of the old lighting over here, the bulbs that they have to recycle in the back, and the painters were here yesterday. They worked on sanding down some of the stuff and starting to do some of the prep work for the painting. So things are going okay, but again, a little bit of a pivot, as I mentioned earlier. We really are starting to push back a little bit from what the goal was, but the electricians are supposed to work over the weekend. Tomorrow, he's supposed to get the actual lights, and they were working to try to get that ready to be able to frame in. So hopefully all of that is going to go smoothly, and we will have some lights in here by Monday. I expect the painters to come back, I think Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week, and they will take a stab at working on things. Kind of funny, you know, I've mentioned a few times during this journey that you really have to take the advice of your spouse and listen to your better half. And so the painters were here Thursday, and they did go to the paint store and sent me back. You know, the guy was like, what about this color? Because I talked about maybe painting blue over what is now kind of some gray, and then there's some purple in other spaces in this building. And so blue is one of the major colors in my logo and my sign. And so I said, oh yeah, I like that color blue. I forget the exact tone that is on the tag. But anyway, so he came and he started painting one wall with that new blue paint. And I thought it was a little, you know, interesting. I thought it was very interesting blue, kind of cool. I kind of liked it. I guess blue is my favorite color. But when I showed it to my wife, she was like sort of aghast. She was like, there's going to be that much blue? And I said, well, maybe you should come over this weekend and give me some advice about paint colors. And so hopefully she's going to come with me and take a look at that. So, of course, she's seen the building, but not since we've been working over here. So that'll be a little good thing. My daughter and I were over at the old building taking down shelves today. That was quite a project, but luckily we're kind of getting through it quickly. You know, it's a lot quicker to take apart shelves. You just bzz, take the screws out of the wood versus trying to put them together where you have to measure and do everything just right. So we made really good progress today, and I think that's going to be great. Now, tomorrow is going to be kind of an abbreviated day for me as far as working on this reseller warehouse. The electricians will be here. I've got a key for them. They're good to go, and they'll just kind of come and go as they need to. I, however, have made plans to go to a scouting memorabilia show about 2.5 hours away in the upstate of South Carolina. And, you know, obviously, I really should not be packing things in while I have so much to do in such a short time schedule to get it all done. But I've got a couple of deals lined up that I just can't turn down. One of them is involving just a single patch that a guy is going to buy from me for good little pity in cash, and so that's going to be nice. I'm going to hand deliver that one to him. And then I have a lady who has been contacted me, and I'm going to go look at her collection or that of her late husband and see if I can help her as well. We're meeting, I think, at a chain restaurant, like maybe in the parking lot or something, to do the deal. So that's sometimes how these deals go down, kind of like a Facebook Marketplace thing. For some of you, you would recognize that. So I have no idea what's in the collection. I only know that he was a local scouter to that area in the upstate of South Carolina. And since I've always been, you know, I grew up in South Carolina, collected South Carolina stuff in the Boy Scouts, so I feel like anything they have I'll probably be interested in buying. So hopefully that will go down well. I might be able to line up a few other deals. I've got, I think, probably half a dozen or more deliveries to make of my Best Hobby pages, which is this archival plastic album system that I manufacture and sell. Go to besthobbypages.com if you want to check that out. And so I do kind of have several things to do there at that Trade-O-Ree. That's what we call our Boy Scout memorabilia shows. I was just going to turn around and drive right back Friday, but my wife kind of said, no, don't do that. You know, we're kind of getting to this age now where we try not to gamble too much. So she's like, you know, you drive all the way there, you turn around and drive back another 2.5 hours, you know, you get tired on the road, that kind of thing. So I think I'll just stay at a little motel there in that town and then come back Saturday morning. And you know, Saturday morning, man, I got to get back to work. This entire weekend, I'm going to be building shelves. I've got to get the shelves built to be ready to go in here. We did push back some of our other plans as well. We were going to move our live listed inventory on eBay over the MLK weekend. That's the weekend coming up, and obviously it's not quite ready over here yet, so we have pushed that back to the 22nd, and I think that's when we're going to do it on a Thursday. Might have to put the store on time away for at least one day just to give us that shipping and handling cushion, because we are a top-rated seller and we have to guard that shipping on time rate. So we'll probably do that for like one day just to give ourselves that Thursday where we don't have to do any shipping at all, and then we can make the move. One of my employees has a trailer, like a nice big trailer that she can pull behind her vehicle, and she's already offered to let us use that. So I think that's what we're going to do in order to get all that inventory over here. But again, I got to have some shelves built in order to put all that inventory on, and so that'll work. Over here on this wall, we're going to have our workstations. So temporarily, starting Thursday, we'll just put down some plastic tables that I have, because the workstations that I'm having built won't be ready probably till the end of the month, I hope. They might even trickle into February. We'll just see how fast the guy can get those ready. So, you know, this is sort of like one of those things where you can make plans, and you can, but you got to be flexible, because it just is what it is. So. But anyways, I wanted to finish off day 9 by showing you the progress in the building. Painters and electricians have been doing their part. I've been doing my part with the shelving and trying to get everything taken down. So now I think that the weekend is really going to be critical. I've got to really get this place ready for us to move into next week, and we'll see. I also need to probably give my daughter a day off. She's getting quite annoyed with Dad, bossing her around, telling her to do this and do that. So I think I may do that tomorrow, because I think what I'm going to do is I really need to go to my antique mall booth. I have one here in Charlotte at the Sleepy Poet, and I need to take a bunch of memorabilia and stock my antique mall booth. I don't get over there as much as I should. It's about a 30-minute drive from where I am, depending on traffic, and so I only go there if I'm kind of headed on that side of town. So I will be tomorrow, because I have to drive west to get to this traderie in the upstate of South Carolina. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to meet that lady at about 3 o'clock. So I think what I'm going to do is maybe before lunch, maybe around 10 o'clock or something, head over to, well, Sleepy Poet opens at 11, so that helps me set my schedule. See, I'm just thinking of all this on the fly. I get to Sleepy Poet Antique Mall at 11, I can slide in there, get all my stuff set up, and then I can probably grab some lunch and get on the road, and then I can meet this lady at 3, see if this collection is worth buying, potentially make her an offer and take that off her hands, and then keep on going to that traderie event. And then just, basically be there the rest of the night. I'll definitely record some video to include. Let's see, that would be day 9, day 10? I'm losing track. I think maybe day 10. And I'll include that in my video as well. So yeah, day 10 is going to be kind of interesting. It might be like, a little footage from the antique mall, and a little footage from this deal with this lady, and a little footage from the traderie, and who knows, I might wrap it up in my little motel room. I don't know. I haven't got that all figured out, but we'll make it happen. So thanks for tagging along on this 30-day journey to document buying my reseller warehouse. Of course, on YouTube, there's a playlist. You can click on that and go through and watch all the episodes. I'll try to make sure they are in order. This is a learning experience for me. It's one of those things in the new year that a lot of people are trying to do. Just throw yourself into content creation, throw yourself into whether it be something new that you're trying to sell in your reselling business, or maybe it's an exercise routine. I don't know what it would be for you, but I'm just trying to learn YouTube and be a little more, consistent, because I have probably about 300 videos on YouTube, maybe more. I've kind of lost track really, but I have never been very consistent in putting them out. So it's like, whoa, if I can do a 30-day challenge and get 30 videos posted in 30 days, then I will have got that monkey off my back, and I think I'll be ready to come up with a system that I want to stick to. I don't think it'll be a daily video, but anyways, I have a perfectly good reason to do it now, so that's why I'm doing this challenge. Thanks very much, Jason Spangler. I go by SanteeSwapper on eBay. Appreciate you watching the video. If you have any comments, leave those below, and would love to see you in the next video.